गुड इवनिंग, क्या हालचाल। अगर आप लोग एक कुछ थम्स अप वगैरह दोगे तो आई विल नो दैट यू आर विथ मी.
Yes, yes, I'm awake.
Okay. Okay. See, I was just telling Rahim कि जैसे ही अपना अनु जी भी आ गए, वेरी गुड. तो जैसे ड्राइविंग का टॉपिक देखा, लोगों ने सोचा गाड़ी में जगह कम होएगा तो उतने लोग आए हैं जितना एक एसयूवी में 7 सीटर में बैठ सकते हैं. So,
Following the rules.
yeah, they're following the rule, absolutely. Okay, so this is a very interesting interaction I'm going to have with all of you, a brief session, and thanks once again to Rahim and the team for the opportunity. अनु जी, क्या हाल चाल, कैसे हैं आप? अनु जी, आप you have to unmute. हाँ.
All good.
Okay,
How are you?
all good, Anu ji, all good.
Yeah.
Awesome. Okay, right. Hassan has also joined now. Very good. गाड़ी स्टार्ट हो गई है मतलब. वेरी गुड. हाँ, गाड़ी जैसे ही स्टार्ट हुई लोग अभी पकड़ने आ गए, बोला अरे इसको पकड़ो पकड़ो. Okay.
Additional coaches लग रहे हैं सर.
हाँ,
Additional coaches लग रहे हैं.
एडिशनल कोचेस लग रहे हैं अभी, बराबर, करेक्ट. So there is a little interesting background to this topic, and it comes from my own life. So very interestingly, after 25 years, I got my driving license done again. So it's around 2001 or 2 when I was in Bangalore when I learned driving for the first time. And I'm one of the unique people in this world who had to relearn driving. Generally एक ही बार आदमी सीखता है फिर जिंदगी भर चलाता है, बट मुझे फिर से सीखना पड़ा because I used to drive उस जमाने का BMW which is called as the second hand Premier Padmini, and I had that car till about I think 2005 or 6, and then it had to be given away because that car had become very old and it had to be scrapped, as old cars generally happen. And then I never bought a car, I never drove, so almost 20 years. Then finally last year we bought a car, and I said now I have to get back to driving. I have a car but I don't know how to drive because I had lost touch. And the population of this country has exploded in the last 20 years, not only in terms of the number of people but also the number of vehicles on the road. And the way I saw people were driving and crossing the road, I was scared. I said, how the hell am I going to drive again in this kind of a crowd? So I got my retraining done through Gautam ji, wonderful teacher, a driving professional, a wonderful teacher. And I relearned driving from him. And as I was learning, fortunately I got my license also once again. So finally I have a driving license with me. And so I was very excited when the day when I finished my driving lessons and I got my driving license, and now I'm able to drive wherever I feel like. So I thought there were a lot of management lessons while I was undergoing this driving training. So I thought there is something where there is a strong correlation between what the driving lessons I got from my teacher, and I thought how we can correlate that to our business. So I've just put that into a small model, which is called driving. So driving itself is the model. So we will quickly talk about each of those alphabets, DRIVING, what they stand for. And then, of course, we can take some, your opinion and also your interaction with us once I finish. So are you all ready to go on this drive now? This is a T20 drive. It is not a test match drive. 100 हमको missing link expressway पे चलाना है इसको, गाड़ी को, because we have a little limited amount of time. So let's start with D. So D stands for discipline. So when I was undergoing, so I'm going to correlate from my own driving experience, my learning experience. So my teacher kept telling me that stick to the lane. So once you are on a lane, whether it's a first lane, second lane, or the third lane, so please ensure you're not switching lanes just for the fun of it. And be a safe driver and don't be a nuisance to other people on the road. So entrepreneurship also requires us to have that discipline, that focus, and to stick to our lane. So when I'm driving now and I see a lane and those words keep ringing in my ears and say, boss, stick to the lane, don't shift unnecessarily. There is no need. Unless there is a blockage somewhere down the road or somebody is taking a right turn from there, you need to move a little left. So, but don't leave the lane. Now, what do I mean by stick to the lane and have the focus when it comes to your entrepreneurship? It has got two correlations. First one is don't get carried away by what other people are doing in their business. So a lot of people are saying, I'm wondering, अगर ये IPO business करते तो शायद ज़्यादा पैसा कमाते. अरे एक्चुअली रियल एस्टेट बेचना चाहिए था. अरे एक्चुअली ना ये बंदा इंश्योरेंस बहुत अच्छा बेच रहा है, ये अच्छा कमा रहा है. अरे एक्चुअली ना फंडिंग करना चाहिए यार. So we are losing focus. So rather than, so one thing with driving is, and all of you may be driving your vehicle, you cannot keep your eyes away from the road. And you have to look straight. If somebody is talking to you from behind the car or sitting next to you, you still don't move your neck. You're focused on looking ahead. That's it. Otherwise, you're going to risk. So, in all this noise around you, people honking and people talking and signals and all kinds of chaos around you, you have to keep your focus. Business is also like that. There is a lot of noise all around us. People are doing different businesses, they are doing different kinds of things, and that noise can distract you. So the discipline to stay focused is extremely important if you want to be a successful entrepreneur, is what I learned. Second correlation to discipline is habits. What are your habits as an entrepreneur, as a person? What are your personal habits? What are your professional habits? Brian Tracy says something beautiful. He says, bad habits are easy to acquire but difficult to live with. And good habits are difficult to acquire but easy to live with. So what kind of habits are we acquiring in our life? Bad habits are easy to acquire but difficult to live with, and good habits are difficult to acquire but they are easy to live with. So D for discipline, sticking to the lane, formulating certain habits, personal habits, professional habits, a reading habit, a grooming habit, a learning habit, punctuality habit. Hello. When will our country understand the importance of punctuality? So I said sincere thanks to all of you for being on time for this little session. Then, so we move ahead now. DRIVING. R is for resilience. So I remember one day what happened was, Gautam ji took a detour. He said, "Chalo, आज आपको थोड़ा सा एक busy lane में लेके चलते." And suddenly I saw two trucks, bus, kind of run past me, and I got scared. I said, "What the hell is this? This is how people drive in this country." I said, "घर चलते हैं, मुझे नहीं चलाना अब, मेरा मूड नहीं बन रहा और मैं छोड़ दूंगा, मेरे को नहीं सीखना है." And that was a very important moment. He said, "कोई बात नहीं, आज चलते हैं लेकिन कल वापस आएंगे, ऐसा होता है, but it's okay." So there would be moments in our business when we will feel I've had enough, बहुत हो गया, अब नहीं होता मुझसे, let me quit, let me go back to a job, let me do something else, let me try another business model, this is not working for me. So resilience is an extremely important part of success in any area of your life, whether it is driving, whether it is learning a new skill, whether it's reading. A lot of people tell me I can't read beyond one page, I get distracted. It's okay, one page at a time can also develop that habit within you. I met somebody recently and she said, "I have made it a habit that I will not go to sleep unless I read 5 pages a day." And that's all I read. I read 5 pages, but I read 5 pages. I may not read 6, but I will definitely read 5. So it takes some amount of resilience. And एक बहुत जबरदस्त शेर है, जगदीश भाई, अगर आप कुछ इरशाद वगैरह करेंगे तो मैं आपको सुनाता हूँ, आप सभी को, जो रेजिलियंस से कनेक्टेड है. और मेरा फेवरेट शेर है कि आज बादलों ने फिर साजिश की, जहां मेरा घर था वहीं बारिश की. आज बादलों ने फिर साजिश की, जहां मेरा घर था वहीं बारिश की, अगर फलक को जिद है बिजलियां गिराने की, अगर फलक को जिद है बिजलियां गिराने की, तो हमें भी जिद है वहीं पर आशिया बनाने की। अगर फलक को जिद है बिजलियां गिराने की, तो हमें भी जिद है वहीं पर आशिया बनाने की। कितना भी ट्रक मेरे आगे पीछे घूमे, कहीं से भी इंसान प्रकट हो जाता है जब आप ड्राइविंग करते हैं, पता नहीं चलता कहां से आ गया हो। तभी भी मैंने कहा कि आई विल कंटिन्यू टू ड्राइव. So God's grace, it's been a good experience, and many challenges have come in my own learning and development business similarly, and this शायरी has always inspired me a lot कि कुछ भी हो जाए पीछे मुड़ के नहीं देखना है, आपको आगे बढ़ते रहना है. It's not easy, but who told you life was ever going to be easy? So if somebody gave you that perspective, then there is something seriously wrong somewhere. Life is not easy. Who told you that your business was going to be easy? Who gave you that guarantee? So that day also in Business Pe Charcha in Mulund, I said something about it hurts when you are in the journey of doing anything in your life, when you're trying to build something, your career, your business, your product, your services. There are a lot of challenges and it hurts. Morgan Housel says in his book, same as ever, it will hurt. The problem is not that it hurts. The problem is when you start minding that it hurts. You should not mind that it hurts. What a beautiful perspective. I fell in love with that perspective. I said, so Anuji, whether your chocolates are selling or not to the desired extent, if it is not, sometimes it will hurt. But the problem is not that it hurts. The problem is that you should not mind that it hurts. It's okay if it hurts, because that's the only way to move forward. As I said in that last session also, you want to be comfortable or successful in life. So successful people always realize that discomfort is an intrinsic part of the journey. There is no success without discomfort. So R for resilience. I is for initiative. So after more than something like 20 years, I took the initiative to drive. Again, I said, let me, and I went as a completely new student, as if I had forgotten everything about driving. And I think every day we need to take this initiative in life with our own business, that let me go back today also onto the field, into the market, with the same amount of enthusiasm with which I had started on day one of my business. So like Frank Bedgar says in his book, How I Raised Myself from Failure to Success in Selling, if you want to double your income, you have to double your enthusiasm. You cannot double the number of hours you are working unless you are working too little. If I'm already working 8 to 9 hours, I can't start working 17 to 18 hours. That's crazy. I'll spoil my health. So we have to take initiatives. So starting a business was an initiative by us. We took that initiative. Now connect back to resilience and say, I've taken the initiative, but now I need to stick to the lane. I need to stick to the chosen path. And within that, I need to discover my purpose as to why I am doing this business. And one of the things I so thoroughly enjoy helping entrepreneurs is to define their purpose. It's like a full day activity where we sit down and we understand your business, why you got into this business, why chocolates, why not vada pav, for example. Why I am into learning and development, why I am not selling, why I am not an FMCG seller or I'm selling insurance products. Why? There is a reason why we all are into one particular kind of business. For that, we need to deep dive and understand that why. And that makes the business very powerful. Like Henry Ford said, if the only motive of your business is to make profit, it is a very poor business. He was a multi-millionaire and he's saying that if your only motive is to make money in the business, it's a very poor business. It's not a rich business. So, D for discipline, R for resilience, I for initiative, V for velocity. So when I started this driving lessons, Even on the highway, I was driving at 35. I was afraid to take it to 50, to take it to 60. The lanes were allowing you to go at 80. Nobody would fine you if you were at 80. Like actually, it's required to go a little fast on the highway. But I was still at 35 because I was scared. I was not having that confidence and I wanted to be very safe. But as I kept practicing, then one day I drove from from Pune Expressway to Vashi, and my driver told me, "Hello, boss. If you are going to drive the car now here, you can't go below 70, 80. Are you ready for that?" I said, "Yes." So what happened is, with practice, the velocity picked up. It's similarly in our business also. As you keep doing it every day, with the same passion, the same commitment, the same dedication, the velocity picks up. There is a bigger momentum to the business. Suddenly more people are asking for your products. You are networking more, you are meeting more people, you are busier than before. So, and also connected to V is vision. What is the vision for my business? What is the dream that I carry for my business? What do I want to make out of it? And it's the dream that actually keeps us going. Because we have a dream. We want to make, because we created something. So we want to make something out of it. So V for velocity, and all this comes from practice. Keep on practicing. Meet as many new people as you can, not from a perspective of selling. Just go meet them, talk to them. Meeting people is a big learning. So I say in Hindi, miloge to milega. And in English, you translate that into meet more to sell more. So just keep meeting people, because it's not in your control whether somebody will buy or not. But what's in my control? Control the controllable. Control the controllable is essentially nothing but what is that I can do to ensure that I can do my best. Whatever happens around it, the results, it's not in my control. I can go meet people. I can go attend learning sessions. I can read a book. I can drive properly on the road. It's in my control. How others are driving is not in my control. But how I manage how others are driving, I have to work around it. I have to find my ways. So you have to control the controllable and manage what is not in your control to the best of your ability. So V for velocity and vision. I for inquisitiveness. For 20 years or 25 years, I was never bothered about car models, what they meant, because it didn't have a relevance to my life. Because I'm a public transport guy, Mumbaikars are not so crazy about cars. Many of us are not, because we find it's a nuisance. Parking is a nuisance, traffic is a nuisance. But now I've started observing many cars. ये model कौन सा है, ये कौन सा company का है. So business is also like that. Are you inquisitive about what's happening around you? So I'm fascinated when I come to BLL. I'm fascinated by the different kinds of businesses that people are into. You can learn a lot from other businesses, which has got nothing to do with your business, but you can learn a lot from how they handle their level of complexity, how they interact with customers, what kind of innovations that they're bringing in. You need to adapt to them, to your business, if you find them relevant. What kind of people are they? Ultimately, people buy people. People don't buy products. People buy people. So, inquisitiveness, the curiosity, wanting to know more, wanting to read more, wanting to understand more. So, I was watching one podcast where Indira Nui, the very celebrated ex-CEO of Pepsi, was being interviewed. And she made one statement. She said it's not about micromanagement. It is about micro understanding. It is how much in detail you understand the business dynamics. It's not about managing people micromanaging people. That doesn't work. But what works is micro understanding. Can I get into the nuts and bolts of my business? Can I connect to the field? So one thing when we do in sales training especially is we tell the we request the organizer that please allow us 1 or 2 days in the field to understand your business, to get a feel of the business, how it works on the field for you, because the way it works for me is different. Way for it works for you would be different. The principles are all the same, but the operational elements are all very different. So it's micro understanding. How much more can we get into deep diving and understanding about business and the market of that business? What's happening around us? N is for nurturing. How do you nurture your own self? How do you become a better human being, a better person, which will shape you into a better entrepreneur? It's a very big topic. I mean, this itself is a huge subject. How do you become? Ultimately, the business is all about, it's not just about the money you make and the success you get, it's what you become in this journey. मेरा एक हिंदी में एक छोटा सा पॉडकास्ट जो मैंने बहुत टाइम पहले शूट किया था, रिकॉर्ड किया था, उसका शीर्षक है मैं मंजिल का नहीं रास्ते का दीवाना हूं. I am a romantic of the journey, not the destination, because there is nothing called destination. The destination is achieved and then you again move again. So it's always a journey. So what do you become in this journey? What do you learn? 17 years of entrepreneurship almost, I have changed as a person dramatically. There's so much I have learned, so much mistakes were made, so many good things happened, so many wonderful people I have met, wonderful networks, wonderful high quality people. Yes, some very highly avoidable people also. So you learn to discriminate. Okay, this person is good for me, this person is not good for me. These are the kind of people I should hang around, and always try to be with more successful people, more evolved people. When I say success, it's not just about the amount of money they have or the lifestyle they have. Do they have a better understanding of life? Do they have a better understanding of relationships? Do they have a better understanding of people, the environment, the ecosystem? Can they add value to me? So that nurturing and develop your people, train them, coach them, mentor them. Become a coach to your team, become a mentor to your team, become a facilitator, become a trainer, or invite people who can do this for you and partner with them. It's very important to develop your people, nurture them, make them champions of your business. And finally, DRIVING. Why are we in this world? It's all about giving. What is my business giving to this world? Is it making it a better place? Am I solving problems? Am I becoming a Dena bank or am I becoming more of a Lena bank? What is that I'm doing? So it all connects back to what we started with. Why? Why I'm in this business? And how it is making a difference to society. And recently I watched the Titan story, the web series, and I've been very fascinated by everything that the Tatas have been doing for more than 100 years now, 150 years I think. It's incredible. I mean, the kind of culture they have built, the systems, and every third Indian buys a Tata product in our country. But the important thing to understand, it's not happened overnight. It's not, people are looking at miracles happening overnight. So somebody said, I was an overnight success after having worked hard for 20 years. For 20 years I worked hard and then I became an overnight success. So that overnight success is preceded by years and years of toil. Shiv Khera says in his book, You Can Sell, athletes practice for 15 years for 15 seconds of performance. So the difference between a gold and a silver medal is only that much. It's 15 seconds. But number 1 and number 2 mein farak aa gaya. Number 3 is maybe another 5 seconds behind. That's all. But people remember the gold medalist because that person toiled for 15 years for that extra 15 seconds of performance. Incredible. I mean, Success is a subject in itself. It's a huge subject. It's a fascinating subject. Just to recap, D for discipline, R for resilience, I for initiative, V for velocity and vision, I for inquisitiveness, N for nurturing, and G for giving. I hope I could, friends, add some value in this brief session. Thank you so much once again, Rahim, for the opportunity. And I hope you take back these learnings and drive safe and drive your business with a lot of passion. Don't drive your vehicle on the road with too much passion. Their passion is not required. Their only concentration is required. But with your business, you can be really, really passionate. Thank you very much and God bless all.